rough couple of last races with Sonoma and Baltimore. So, that's what we were talking about. That's what we needed. We needed Elio to have a bad day. We needed to win the race, to gain 41 points in one day. I like that. We need to try and do that tomorrow, but the same could happen to us tomorrow and lose all those points. But super proud of the team. We had a yellow go our way, which I don't think's happened for several years, so that was I was pretty chuffed about that. But yeah, we had to fight for it. Will was pretty quick. He wasn't really quicker than us over the distance. I could really hound him and stay on him. And then we decided to pit early and try and jump him in the pits, and that played out perfectly. So good day. Tomorrow's a new day. Who knows what can happen?
What was your mood when they said he's 9 laps behind you, being Castroneves?
Yeah, I said, I was like, who's basically behind me? Or I asked, I think, when we were about to lap Elio, which I thought was for the first time, and they said, yeah, he had a problem. He's 8 or 9 laps down. So, I didn't dwell on that. As soon as you go yeehaw, then you're probably in the fence or something breaks. So I was, until we get to the end, I'm not going to celebrate anything like that.
All right, so I don't care how many races you've had like he has and how long you've been doing this. You're in his head. I don't see how he sleeps well tonight because he's watched basically a 50-point lead evaporate in one race. Not through his fault at all, but I don't care. It's got to work on you mentally, and you're just the opposite because you're the hunter.
Yeah, it's nice to be, obviously we'd like to be leading and be in a different position. But, if we can work on this, coming from behind, we've had fast cars. We've been able to race for race wins. Elio's been a little bit different. They had one race at Texas where they'd even cheated and won the race. So, it's been a very up and down year for a lot of people. Even look at Hunter Ray. He's had a lot of DNFs, but he's been super fast typically and racing for the championship as well. You got to give credit to Penske and Elio because they have been super consistent. They haven't always been racing for wins, but they've been consistent. So, we got to keep trying to do what we do, and hopefully we can, get ahead before Fontana because I think we're going to need that. The Chevys are typically pretty strong on these big ovals, and it's going to be a hell of a race.
All right, tell me about this young lady right here. We've always said there's been some fast female race drivers in IndyCar, but nobody's ever been able to really take the bull by the horns on a street course and a road course like Simona has.
No, and it's good to see. I remember seeing, I think, the first time she raced in Brazil when she was in the mix. She was off strategy, but racing hard, racing fair, and being super competitive. And to see that when you get up to the front, it's tough. The competition level in this series. Look at all the people that try and jump over and do well. It's tough. It's extremely tough. So, Simona has done a hell of a job. This is probably one of the toughest tracks that we come to physically, and with all the curbing and the bumps and stuff, it's very tough mentally too to keep it together for the full distance. So, huge credit to her and her team. It's great to see them on the podium.
Okay, thanks for making the championship fun again. Now that was a nice thing, but here's the thing. It's not that big a surprise for all of us that watch you run Atlantics and come up through the series ranks, but this is a tough thing, and you never have had much luck, and this isn't the best funded team. So this is just like a win the way I look at it for you.
Yeah, for sure. I think we've been waiting for a podium for a long, long time, and we've always kind of been fast, but then things never really planned out. And this weekend we were pretty fast, and qualified up front, and really stayed there with Will and Dixon and all that. And that's great to see. Like especially for me, that I can keep up with these guys, and I think it's going to even motivate the guys even more back at the team to do even better.
You made 2 badass passes on Pagano. That's the best way to put it.
Yeah, it was awesome. That's kind of what is really cool about this race, that actually, I was passing people and moving forward, and not that it just kind of happened. So, I think that's really exciting, and hopefully we get to do it again tomorrow.
The pace you ran, and as well as you ran, I can easily see you winning this race tomorrow, just because if you can start up front and get a break and get the lead, I think you can keep it.
Yeah, I think there's still a little bit of tweaks we need to do in the car, but I think we have pretty good pace. Now, kind of tomorrow it all starts from zero because we got to qualify first, so focus is going to be on that, and hopefully we can do a really good job there. And then if we can have the same pace we had this race, we should be all right.
What about physically? You look good? You going to sleep well tonight?
Yeah, definitely. I think I'm going to eat some steak tonight to be ready for tomorrow.
All right, kid. Hell of a job.
Thank you.